Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here downtown Las Vegas on a Saturday night checking out the scenes. This is 4th Street we're crossing here. They have these bollards up to protect the pedestrians on the Fremont Street Experience Mall Promenade here as we watch the zipliners go overhead from the passing vehicular traffic. There are two thoroughfares that go through here, 4th Street and Casino Center Boulevard, through the pedestrian part of the Fremont Street Experience. This used to be opened up as a two-way vehicular traffic back in the day. It has since '95 been the modern pedestrian mall promenade that you see here before you today. The overhead canopy there doing its LED screen thing really kind of takes you to another world. It's quite mesmerizing at times, certainly with the psychedelic colors and stuff that they do up there. It's really, really cool being able to see that and just come down here and hang out. There's kind of a gritty type of element here, so always keep your situational awareness about you, your sit awa, I call it. But definitely always keep your head on swivel, keep your wallets in your front pocket, keep your purses strapped around you, across your person, and just maintain an awareness what's going on around you. People bumping into you, that's a telltale sign of pickpocketing. They distract you by bumping into you. So be especially careful when that happens. So we come up here to the 3rd Street stage. They have 3 of these stages down here. Usually live bands performing. Oftentimes it'll be a dancing DJ, they call it, and it'll just be a DJ spinning tunes or pressing the play button, really, right there. But so it's pretty cool being able to come down here during the day and have music playing out here in the street, and it's a street party and all of that. But it really comes alive here at night, and you can see the crowds, and that's what really brings people out is the music and the vibe, the ambiance down here. If you've never been down here, it's definitely a must see in Vegas. At last count, there were 58 million people that came through the Las Vegas International Airport and 20 million visited Fremont Street. So quite a few people that come down here every year annually. That's about 2 million a month if you do the math. So and roughly 500,000 a week. It's a lot of people. I don't know how they calculate that, whether that's heads in beds or they actually have people out here counting and then they extrapolate it or something. But it's really kind of interesting how they arrived at those numbers. But the passenger counts at the airport, that one they can definitely quantify with a high degree of accuracy for sure. But what's unknown is, of course, how many of those people come through the airport are locals, right? Because you do have a bunch of locals that go through the airport here too. This is the Chippendales stand over here. You can come over here and get your picture taken with those guys. No street performers out here this evening. Usually you have the street performers out here. A couple of my favorites are the Michael Jackson dancers and the guys in the dancing suits. I'm not allowed to say the word for some reason, but they have different color suits like black and brown and gray. I've seen a white one as well. Those guys are down here sweating in those suits. So definitely, if you like the show they put on, please throw them a few dollars or maybe even a $5, because a few dollars doesn't go very far nowadays. Tipping culture in this country, I know it's not well understood by a lot of folks overseas, but it's really when it comes down to whoever's bringing your food or your drinks, please tip them. The servers and bartenders usually get like a $2 an hour hourly wage, and that's minimum wage for bartenders and servers. They get paid primarily off of tips, so that's how they make their living. 20%, if you've received good service, 20% is a good tip, a good amount to leave your server or bartender, or both, if you have both at the same time. Usually, it'll be one or the other. Like if you're at a bar, the bartender is the one that you're going to tip. If you're at a table, you're going to tip your server, and then they work out how much they're going to share with the bartenders and bussers and et cetera, and kitchen staff, if they do it that way. Every restaurant's different, but just know that if they're bringing you food or drink, yes, please do tip them, and it's typically 20% of your total bill. I've talked to people who've said it's only 20% of your total food and drink, and not including tax. But I mean, really, the tax is not all that much. I mean, so here in Clark County, it's what, 8 3/8 or something like that percent, I believe, is your sales tax. So they're going to slap that on you. So $100 tab is going to be, it's going to have about $8.38 or whatever. Is that, if I did my math correctly? Yeah, $8.37.5 or something like that. So there's another stage there, another band. Lighten it up here. Downtown Las Vegas. There's the Circa, that's the new kid on the block. And you see a group photo going on over there. People just come down here and have a good time. There's a bride and groom. There's a lot of that down here too, and a lot of bachelor and bachelorette parties down here. Certainly down on the Strip, but also here as well. A little known fact about Vegas is that this right here and on Fremont Street is in the city of Las Vegas. However, most of the Strip is not in the city of Las Vegas. It's pretty incredible that a lot of folks come here and come to Vegas, and it's really unincorporated Clark County down there south of the Strat. So, yeah, Sahara and South pretty much are outside of Las Vegas city limits. So most that of course constitutes most of the Strip down there. But definitely something to keep in mind. As always, remember, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. If you're over here at the third of 3 stages, this is the Main Street stage over here. Another band getting set up. It looks like they're getting set up, ready to perform, but they're still playing music in the background, so that's why the crowd is here. Music really brings people together. I know I've heard that in a song somewhere before, but it's true. And you'll notice that when you're walking down here, like the crowds are always aggregated right in front of the stages. Away from the stages, there's a little more room and breathing room to walk and move around, but in front of the stages, no, it's standing room only, and it's packed. There is no seating, so it's all standing room only, but it is usually packed in front of the bands. And there are some local bands here that are well followed and well loved. Certainly Alter Ego, Spandex Nation, Dr. Rock, Bling, Sugar, Tony Marquez Band, Garage Band. Really, really cool. And there is the bar over there at the Circa. I'm actually talking to Steven here from Not Leaving Las Vegas. That's another Vegas channel here. Really, really cool guy. If you haven't heard of his channel, maybe go check him out. And if you like what you see, throw him a like and subscribe. He's a really, really cool guy. I'm glad I got to run into him down here. On this evening, there were a lot of Vegas streamers down here, but doing the live stream thing. I usually, when I come down here, I usually only just do the recordings, because I don't want the music to be copyrighted. So there's always music playing down here. So I'll do the voiceovers after the fact. But you can see the overhead there, displaying the Irish flag overhead. Circa's the new kid on the block, opening up in 2020 during the time of COVID there. That was really surprising that they opened up. That's just the way the clock worked, I guess, for them. So I actually went in there right after their opening. It still is really cool. It's probably the nicest casino here in downtown Vegas, in my humble opinion. So definitely check it out. Golden Gate over here, also owned by the same folks that own Circa and the D down here on Fremont Street. Again, thank you all so very, very much for joining. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And as always, remember, here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being part of the channel.